Hello guys, Greg back with another video on the channel that is all killer no filler. So it must be a special occasion because you've got my face on the video. But I've got a special guest with me today. I'm going to do a couple of videos, so welcome.
Hello.
Mr. Smelly's here in my house.
Great to be here. Great to be here. Yeah, really excited. Well, the second time we've met, isn't it? But it's a good couple of years or so ago. So Greg, one of my big inspirations to start the channel, and that's not. I'm not just saying that. And so it's really an honour to be here and on camera and to have you in person with your face, not just your hands.
I think it's probably the first video in about 5 or 6 years actually that I've put my face on camera.
I know there's a couple where you make a brief appearance.
You'll notice it's still from the neck up. That's the concession. That's what. That's all we get. So what I thought we'd do for this video, this week I actually picked up 12 new vintage fragrances on eBay. I'm going to get Dan to sniff and see what he thinks. Now 4 of them I haven't actually even smelt them myself, so they're going to be blind for me. But we're going to do sort of a blind sniff, see what we think, and see what we pick out. So I've sprayed them on paper. We're going to duck out here and.
We both love our vintage ones, don't we? So
yeah, so some of these are real classics, pretty hard ones to find that I managed to find with one particular guy on eBay that had loads. So I've tried 4 of them, as I say, I haven't tried. So
right.
You have a
and I've got no idea which one's
actually, they're all on the other side that I've numbered, yeah? And they've been, so sniff that side.
Sniff that side.
And they've been sprayed about an hour ago.
Alright.
So they should be able to
You get a good idea, right. Okay, that is very nice. It immediately reminds me of a famous fragrance, but I don't know if you'll agree. It reminds me of Le Mal by Jean-Paul Gaultier.
This is one of the ones I haven't sniffed.
Oh, okay. See what you think.
100% agree.
Yeah?
Yeah. But I know what this is, Dan doesn't. But I totally agree with you. What it is, it's vanilla, I think.
Yeah.
That's... yeah, have another little sniff and then
it's definitely vanilla, and it's I never know if it's that Artemisia that's supposed to be in Le Mal or what is it that gives it that specific
the main notes are lavender, vanilla, anise, and tonka.
It's very nice.
And the fragrance is Casual Friday by Escada. Very hard to find, but as I say, I found it with this guy who had loads of old stuff and got a really good deal. So that is a good one. That's a good start.
Yeah, and you've not smelled that before.
Never smelled it before.
Yeah, I've heard good things about that one.
So the second one, again, I haven't smelt this before. I'll sniff this first. Right.
Oh, okay. Much different. I get a lot of greenness and maybe mossiness.
I would think that would be your kind of fragrance.
Yes,
right?
I do like that. It's really nice.
Old school.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's essentially lavender is the main thing that I get from it. But it's that old school green lavender, like mossy as you say. But I shall
like that one, yeah.
I'll show Dan what it is first.
Oh, right.
And then you guys. Santos de Cartier. It's actually a tester bottle.
And that's the vintage.
Yeah. I don't know what year, but
that's hard to come by.
But it's an old bottle and it is superb.
I really liked that. Yeah, it smelled quite different to my memory of the modern version that I smelled in shops. So yeah, I really like that.
So that's two successes. Now this one, I've never even heard of this fragrance. Right.
So you bought these sort of all together?
All together, 12 from the same guy. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Great deal.
That is very nice. Very. It reminds me a bit of Koros. It's got that animatic element to it.
I can see that.
But it's a little bit sweeter, maybe. What do you think?
Well, I'm cheating because I've got it in front of me, but you're dead right. It's got civet and castoreum in there, loads of musk and patchouli. Real old school. This is actually an aftershave, but I shall show you what it is.
I've heard of this, yeah.
So for you guys, Jack Bogart, and I think it's called Furyo or Furyo. As I say, never heard of it, but a real old school.
A lot of people rate that, and it's quite often very expensive.
Yeah.
When I've seen it online, yeah.
So I think, to be honest, that's 3 out of 3 hits, which is unusual. So
that's good. Yeah, I like that.
Let's do number 4. Excuse the lack of professional. I don't usually do videos where I'm actually on camera and moving around. So one for Dan to try.
It's a bit more subtle than the others. I'll let you go on that one. I'm not getting anything massively obvious. I can say
the only thing that I
like
pick out initially from that is patchouli.
Okay.
But I think whatever is in it, I absolutely love it. But it's definitely patchouli dominant.
Ah, okay.
Zeno and Davidoff. You've got to remember, guys, these 4 that I've just shown you, we've never smelt these before. So, as wonderful, as brilliant as we are, we're not going to give you a massive breakdown on what's in these. But we're doing all right.
That's a very famous fragrance. Is that a vintage bottle then?
It is, yeah. Well, I believe so.
Now that you mention it, I do get the patchouli thing. So, I'll go with you on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, good fragrance there.
Now, this one here is one of my current favourite fragrances. So, this is not a blind sale. I know all about this fragrance. I wear it. I love it. But
okay.
I think it's new to Dan.
Oh wow! Yeah, very, very fresh and vibrant. It is very much an old school kind of fougere smell.
100%.
But it's not sort of really hairy chest dated smelling. It smells, if you said it's a niche barber shop scent, I could believe you. That's really nice.
That's
really
the one that I think when you get that on your skin,
yeah,
you're going to love this because it's from knowing your tastes. But what it is,
legend.
For your benefit, guys, Gucci Nobile, one of the sadly discontinued amazing fragrances from Gucci. Now, obviously, you've got Gucci Pour Homme, Gucci Pour Homme 2, you've got Nobile, you've got Rush, and
Envy.
And Envy. All discontinued, all 9 or 10 out of 10 fragrances. So
very hard to get that one as well without spending a lot of money.
Sure.
This is a good haul you got here.
Yeah, it was. Actually, what happened was with these, I think I saw the Zeno Davidoff bottle.
Yeah.
And I went on to other listings for the guy and saw he had a load.
Yeah.
And they all had, you can make an offer. So I just contacted him and said,
yeah,
I'm interested in these 12. What's the bulk price?
Right.
And he just come back and said, bid 50% of the value on all of them, and I'll accept.
Wow, that's brilliant.
So that's what I did. I bid 50%, and they were all. I'd have paid 100% for all of them because they were all reasonably priced in the first place. So,
lovely.
So number 6.
I can see what it is.
I've
I'm
just
cheating, but I
I've
know
just shown Dan.
you've got a high opinion of this one.
Yeah.
Oh wow, yeah. I've got the ordinary version. That is, it's just like it, but more so.
Well, before we talk about it, so it makes a bit more sense, I'll show you guys. It's YSL Pour Homme the Hawk Concentration. And essentially it is a flanker to YSL Pour Homme, but the difference being the original one was all centred around lavender, where this has got lavender but it's not at the forefront, and it's more citrus, herbal, woody. It's just a different direction, but I actually prefer it, but they're both amazing.
Lovely citrus in the oak, or however long that's been on there. We're still getting a nice citrus feel on that, real classic.
I featured this in a recent video, and I think I said it smells like a guy who between the age of 45 and 65 that's extremely well dressed, well presented kind of guy. That's what I get from it. You know? A sophisticated guy that knows, dresses well, that kind of thing.
That is absolutely right. Yeah, really, really beautiful fragrance. And
I'll give you some of that to take away.
Oh, thank you.
Now, this one, another one that I have high hopes for in terms of thinking that you will like.
Right. That's very different to the last one. That has got a lot of early 80s testosterone vibe to it.
100%.
Yeah, that's
so essentially it's oak moss. It's a Chypre oak moss leather fragrance.
right. Ah,
and this is what it is, guys.
Never seen that bottle.
It's the original. I don't know if it's the original. It's certainly a vintage bottle of Derby or Derby, whatever you call it. I've got 2 bottles the same. I think probably 1980s formulation. Amazing fragrance.
That is really nice.
Absolutely
Yeah,
amazing.
one of Galan's sort of forgotten gems, I think.
Yeah.
But I've never smelt the vintage because there's a modern reissue out.
Yeah, completely different styling. It's in the big tall sort of.
Yeah.
But I don't think I've even smelt that one. But I picked that one up on eBay a couple of years ago, and yeah, just amazing.
That was a stunner. Next. Yeah. Well, I did just glimpse the bottle.
I'm so professional at this.
Yeah, that smells very nice. It's just, it gets this reputation as being a bit of a joke fragrance, doesn't it? Or sort of, oh, everyone wore it in. Or it wasn't in a Simpsons episode where they took the mickey out of it, but it's really good.
It's always like the open shirt, hairy chest medallion.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, I love it. I absolutely love it. It reminds me, I used to douse myself in this as a kid in the 80s. Kuros and this, too. Draken Wine, I believe it's a vintage bottle. But really, I think it's absolutely wonderful fragrance.
Really good fougere fragrance, actually. Yep.
Right, another two that I think are absolutely superb. Try not to show you this one. Number 9 of 10 in this very professional production.
All right. Seamless, yeah.
I'm bringing you down here. You're very polished on your videos, and all you see is my hands and me rambling. So
I watch every minute and enjoy them. Very different to the others. It's not as strong as some of the others. I mean, I'm going to let you introduce that one.
So it's along the same lines as what I think you like.
Yep.
Well, it's not actually written on there, but for you guys, it's louder for men. And again, this is, I'm not exactly sure, but this is certainly, well, I've had this for a good 7 or 8 years, and I believe it was old when I bought it.
Wow.
But it's an oak moss base fragrance. The thing with these is they're all kind of the 80s, sort of either chypre or
very much
fougères, ones that I thought you would like, which would make for an interesting video. So,
and you're big, you rate that one highly.
Very much. Love it. Last one, number 10.
Last one. Oh, I like that. I'm going to say I think it's woody and fresh.
Yep.
And I really like it. I'll leave it at that.
Does it remind you of anything? Have another sniff. It reminds me a lot of a fragrance that I rate 10 out of 10.
Oh, right. I'm going to kick myself. It's
if I said it reminds me of a barbershop fragrance that I rate 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10 barbershop fragrance. Not by man. Doesn't smell like that, really, does it? No.
Reminds me of Rive Gauche.
Oh, okay.
Guys.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Azzurro.
I should have known. I should have known.
Vintage bottle.
Wow. Yeah.
Very similar to Rive Gauche. Actually, I don't enjoy it as much as Rive Gauche, but I think it's probably slightly more complex.
Yeah.
It's an aromatic, fresh woody fragrance.
Yeah.
A lot of anise in here,
yes.
which is kind of the distinguishing factor between this and a lot of other aromatic fougères.
Yeah.
But I think most people in the sort of Fradcom agree that it's a fantastic creation, and it was really cheap when it was released. You know, it's just a one that you'd find in normal retailers. You know, so it's impressive.
Very impressive, and Luca Turin, I know, really rates that like a 5-star fragrance, even though, like you say, it's cheap and you tend to overlook it.
You don't always have to spend a fortune, but
I think they reckon the vintage is a little bit superior on that.
I've heard that.
I should have recognised. I've got that, and I've got the same era. So
there's a chap whose YouTube channel, I can't remember his name, but it's something Greek.
Oh,
and he's very much
early Greek.
Yeah, very much along the same lines as Wafts from the Loft, likes really authentic, different fragrances. He did a video recently on the new Intense version of Zoprogram and said that it's actually gone back to being like the original.
Right.
So, might be worth trying.
Worth trying out.
Anyway, there you go, guys. Hope that wasn't too painful.
It was a great pleasure to be on the channel. You know, I really look up to Greg as an expert, and don't forget to check out Fragrance Samples UK, where Greg offers samples of an amazing range of fragrances.
And we're going to go out and about now, so hopefully we'll do a few more videos later on. But for now, see you later, guys.
See you soon.
Cheers.
Bye bye.